In a courtroom bright and bold, Andy marks the stories he told. With a finger pointed high, he's the ace, the reason why. Through objections loud and clear, truth and justice always here. From the witness stand to the judge's chair, and he's ready beyond compare. Andy Marks and Phoenix Wright fight for truth with all his might. Mean spirit and Maya by his side, together they'll turn the tide. He's defending the accused, while baby Gumshoe is confused. Solve the case, bring the truth to light with Andy Marks and Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright.
How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix writes. What the fuck? What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title! Time for the trial. I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer to prove a killer innocent. Here we go. It's crazy because we're trying to prove him innocent and we have all the fucking evidence against him. Isn't that wild? Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Now listen up. You better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Maya. Phoenix? Phoenix? Hey, Mia! Mia? Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here. Not anywhere. Ugh, it's that cursed Engarde again. Will you leave me alone? Don't look, don't call me anymore, I mean it. You're really mean, pal. Ah, Gumshoe! I'm really sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not gonna give up. Gumshoe. Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're gonna do everything we can and find the killer. If we could get Maya out, then we could get Engarde the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make this trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? If you go at Mr. Edgeworth and everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. I love this. So, believe in us. We're gonna give it all you got. Just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have to do something. You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world. And you have it in abundance. Yeah. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through. I know it. Here we fucking go. Turn my AC up a little bit. Sorry. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Matt Engarde. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being exactly what Miss Andrew Andrews' role was in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court, of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Engarde, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying she is guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. So this is the direction he's going. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Oh, CJ, you fucking dick. Alright. Alright, timer goes for 5 minutes. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Corrida was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Engarde. What a surprising turn of events! I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, that... I guess I'm a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Powers, please. You don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went in. All I need to do is answer what I've asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Engarde's room Thank you for the hydrate, CJ. Okay, sure. After the awards ceremony, I went myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. There's the fucking butler, bro! The butler's right fucking there! The assassin is right fucking there! Unbelievable! He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Engarde was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy. What are you implying? Edgeworth is cooking. Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in for another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just gonna have to charge in head first, right? Let's see. The defendant's room? Why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor. Like a big brother, sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright. What is it? You're gonna try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time? Witness? I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Alright, timer's done. Sorry. So you went to the defendant's room and then... Hey, wait a minute. When did I suddenly turn into the bad guy? Are you sure... Excuse me. Are you sure that was Matt Engarde? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the Nickel Samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room? At first? What do you mean by that? Oh. Yeah, cheap views, right? Yeah. Get the fuck out. How about that? Haven't had a fucking bot come in here in a while. You can take that for your cheap views, you schmuck. Well, he was a bellboyish uniform, and he had a bottle and... Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform, and he had a bottle and... He had a bottle of juice on a tray. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but... I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. Just beat me to it. Thanks, CJ. Much appreciated. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I thought it was because of Matt. Well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? That's a perfectly normal thing to do. So how long did you watch the two of them? Oh, not more than a minute or two, I think. So, who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it'd be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. Oh, you know what? But how would I... How would I prove that? I mean, it's a stretch, but let me just try something here. Andy's rating 60. Andy thinks the ultimate form of potato is shredded hash browns. I don't get them often, but when I do, boy oh boy do I get hyped. Yeah, I figured that was premature. I was standing there in front of his room still in Nickel Samurai costume. I don't know why I fucking put that. I don't even know what the fuck to put here. 1 second, guys. Press him again, maybe? At first, what do you mean by that? I didn't think he was an horrible boy, but why is that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Hey, wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated... you know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself? Ah, yeah, that's it. You really do know your job.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony.
You mean about the bellboy, right? So he gave the bellboy a tip? What's so strange about that? Oh, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pitcher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was. Well, that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked.
I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
It sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about the bellboy's face. What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers? Well, he wasn't exactly a boy. More like an old Gramps.
Ahem. I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court.
No, I don't... That's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches.
A line of stitches?
Yeah, and it went straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out. Ah! He was there, at Engarde's house. He was that butler.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Oh, nothing, Your Honor. So that means Engarde was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, Engarde would be declared guilty in a blink. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you know nothing. Pretend you don't know anything. Yes, Chief.
You sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What did you say, Your Honor?
Nothing, Wright. Nothing at all. We're going around in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony.
Forgot we have this other one. Let me actually just load it from that statement. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. But giving him that much maybe was a little too much, I think. A little too much. Would you please clarify for the court? About how much would you say the defendant gave the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
Hey, why is that?
Because he gave the bellboy a really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash? He literally saw the transaction.
Oh, well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. There's nothing I could really object on here. I mean, who can argue that a fat roll of money isn't really odd?
So supposing that the roll of cash was not a tip, then what is it?
Payment, Your Honor.
Payment?
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida.
Then the bellboy the witness saw...
Yes, he saw the assassin.
Hold your horses now. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you?
Sorry, I got a back scratcher, guys. Just give me 1 second. Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley D. Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley D. Killer?
He is a person in the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley D. Killer. Really?
What's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something I just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out.
Oh?
Actually, I saw that bellboy again on that night. What?
Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw.
Oh, is this when he kidnapped Maya? This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah. So he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Thank you very much. This is all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. D. Killer. Then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. If that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. This is no laughing matter. Save. And what time was it? Oh, well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended at around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 by that time?
You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers?
Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could he tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. But you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. Ugh. So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt. So which room did the bellboy come out of? The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, all right. Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? So what exactly was out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? The bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing our cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you?
I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
Was it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or...? There's nothing strange about or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really is. There really isn't. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed, ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious?
I see. Very well.
Let me see what the other outcome is. You're right. I think it's pretty unusual too. Ah, I thought you might think so. There's no reason to say anything when the defense gives up a fight. Without a fight, let's move on.
Anyway, Mr. Powers, you thought the bellboy was a little suspicious, correct?
I actually should probably like reload that. Save, not reload, let me save. Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But, isn't he really suspicious? He got all those stitches and... So? A baseball has stitches? Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Well, there's also... what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. Excuse me.
This is the crime scene.
There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Corrida's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Corrida's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
But then that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left the dead body in the room.
Ah, but can you prove that Mr. Corrida was already dead at the time?
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes.
I blame you for leading me down this route.
I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say, empty-handed. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind. Ugh. Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So, a football is made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather?
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant, and then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy.
It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest?
Oh yes, please tell us more.
Okay. More? Give me 1 second, I just want to see something real quick. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room, and then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room?
Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident. Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. Andy's Randy's 68 and absolutely loves candy corn and hates Peeps. Peeps fucking stink. Anyone who likes Peeps, it's weird. Andy's Randy's 146. Andy's favorite Power Ranger is Tommy the White Ranger. Rest in peace, JDF.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. After leaving one... Oh, okay. You heard that. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? I may be a poor underpaid actor, but I wouldn't stoop to spying.
Then I think the point is... Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers?
Okay, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye and sort of a sneaky spy-like. I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. He gave something to the person inside the room. I said hold it! Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. Should probably ask him only one question at a time. Save. So, who took the something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm?
Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah.
Well, it was Mr. Engarde's room, correct? So, it could have been Mr. Engarde himself, I'd say.
And then? What did the bellboy do after that? Oh, so after he gave the person... Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing... Let's go back to that question. I said hold it! He gave something to this person. Yeah. About what was this something? Ha 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 ha. If I remembered what it was, I would be calling it something, would I?
But this implies something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers?
I think it was something kind of small. I'd like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, yes. It was just like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, is this all really important?
Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off.
Well, let's see. I think it was... No.
If you remember, please add it to your testimony.
Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. A wooden statue? Was it this fucking thing? It's wooden. What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up!
It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is gonna happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, spit it out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, something you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Matt Engarde's mansion.
At the defendant's house? What does this mean?
It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated Juan Corrida in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then the bear being found at Mr. Engarde's mansion would mean...
It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Engarde is the killer's client.
Order! 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 I said order! Mr. Wright, this is most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if he had shown it to the courtroom, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. Oh, I almost forgot that you knew about it too.
I think it's clear that there's no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
There's still a few points left that we have not fully explored. Judge is pissed. Right? What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further?
The bear itself? I think it's fairly obvious that this bear itself is very questionable.
The bear? Mr. Wright?
This was found at Mr. Engarde's mansion. However, Mr. Engarde was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the bear murder occurred, he has not had the chance to go home.
Oh!
I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that it was Mr. Engarde who took this bear to the mansion.
Why, that's very true. We didn't even consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way time-wise for the defendant to have taken this bear home.
Whew. Disaster averted. Ugh. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Engarde's mansion. We have this completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. The killer and Engarde are working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at the Engarde mansions as its butler.
What a bold move!
The bear figurine was brought back to Engarde mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Engarde had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had that police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I could attack at all? I have to try. I have to find something else.
What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to...
I plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
What? There's still another one?
There is indeed, Your Honor. There's quite a questionable point. What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well... We can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further?
There's one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that's very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm so sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it is who took the bear, we can't be sure. Ah!
What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're gonna scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why.
Oh yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What?
Really?
I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear it. You've gotta be kidding! Are you sure about that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai.
Order! Order! It looks like you dug your own grave yet again.
How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai? And so all we know, and as we all know, Matt Engarde is the Nickel Samurai.
Thanks to the defense, we made that all clear. I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion. And, as well, who it was that received the bear from the assassin in this room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassins to commit the murder was Matt Engarde. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Engarde has stated is the truth.
Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
Well, do I? What should I do?
Objection!
There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at the Engarde mansion. However, it's possible that this is all the work of a certain other person.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client.
The real client?
Yes. Tisk tisk. Is this all you have?
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client and therefore the real murderer?
Take that!
Adrian Andrews?
Yes, we already know that she tries to frame Matt Engarde for the crime. And by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Ah! Then the nickel samurai arm I saw could have very well been Miss Andrews.
What about Mr. Engarde?
If you'd please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period.
That's right. Then finding this figure at Mr. Engarde's mansion.
It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there's no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. I hate to fucking throw what's... Aw, man. This is to save Maya. This is all to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this one fight I can't give up on.
Order! 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 All disrupted parties will be forced to leave the courtroom.
Your Honor. For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with this what-if game.
His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright? Suck up. Sorry. Mr. Wright, even if you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little bear figurine, little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specifically bring the bear to Engarde right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon the witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews.
And who could that be?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you tried to pin the guilt on old Adrian. Ugh, I swear this demon will pay.
Mr. Nick!
Pearls, where's Mia?
I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away.
Is it Maya? A really strong power. Hey, 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 hey.
Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is...
It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good, pal. What about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the... Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time. If we had just one, even a single clue could be really helpful. If only I was able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is that all our hope for not? A tent? Huh? A tent? I can see a circus tent. Oh shit! Oh shit! They're at the circus! They're at the circus! Mia!
It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
So it was Maya that called you away?
She's locked in a dusty old room right now, but I can see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The very big circus. Maya's somewhere within 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a second, pal. Hey, draw a circle on the map. About a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry!
And I can see a mailbox under the window just outside.
Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else?
What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was very small. It was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like it was in an old office building, maybe the third floor or so.
I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. With us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later. So don't let your battery die, okay, pal?
Mia, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved.
Gumshoe, please hurry.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix?
It's only a matter of time before Maya is rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer.
Court will now reconvene.
The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises: why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you've been called to the witness stand to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder.
I understand.
Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Of course I have. You have seen it before?
That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets?
Alright.
Why does she... The bear figurine, okay.
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box by looking at it. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? Yes. Looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes. I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all. A puzzle?
That's right. But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure that they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? And I think this is the first time we're defending a guilty person, right? Yes. This is the first time we've ever defended a person that's actually guilty. So you could take it apart. And how would one go about doing that?
Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh, yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Oh, this is most interesting.
A boy and his new toy. It's like five. It's 5 all over again.
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on.
I think he's lost it. So what did you find after you take the puzzle apart?
Hold it!
And how do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from a friend and I, from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Trial do be crazy.
Then this was a present from you?
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it'd be perfect for one. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue your testimony.
Hold it!
So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there were many people with the same bear in this country. But this looks like it could be easily broken, especially if someone wanted to get what's inside.
Well, it's a toy. But it can't be broken. But it can never be the same again once it's broken.
Hold it!
Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or a jewelry box?
I never told anyone. As long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us know.
2 of you, huh? And of course that means Mr. Engarde didn't know, right? I think this is all about to... I think this is about all I'm gonna get for now. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there's only one very important fact that we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we've agreed on this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box?
What's inside?
That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness?
Yes?
You are the only one who can open this. Please. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves a puzzle and takes the bear apart.
I've opened it. Is this what you wanted? What is that? It looks like a note.
No. No. I don't think we need to guess what that is. Do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note! What?! They hid it in a fucking bear the whole time?
The suicide note?
The suicide note left by Juan Corrida's manager, former manager Celeste Impacts. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Impacts had beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Order! Witness! Did you know about this?
Yes, I did.
I heard all about it from Juan.
She heard about where he hid the note? Or she heard about... What'd she hear about? The note itself or where he hid the note?
When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public.
So has she read the note herself?
This keeps taking more. So she knew where the note was the whole time. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note's been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of the note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was gonna burn it, for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. Oh, fuck. The judge's oh, man. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impacts left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by Engarde, about being engaged to Corrida and Engarde's role in destroying that, and about how she decided in her despair to end it all. Oof. And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. There's one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Engarde. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word! Matt Engarde values, above all, his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. This is getting wild. Oh, man. Oh my god, why are they shitting on Phoenix? Well, I guess they don't know. There's no room for doubt here. Mr. D. Killer's client's goal was to obtain this suicide note. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. It seems we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know, I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There were 2 deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of the situation through one of these. The gavel's already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Hurry! Suicide note or the figurine. Which one of these should I pursue? The suicide note?
Objection!
Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care about he's trying to get a killer off the hook. I think Your Honor believes that Matt Engarde killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Corrida until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say Matt Engarde could have not... One second. I say that Matt Engarde could not have known what was written on this note. Oh, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of it that way. Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. Order! 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 You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately. I think he believes differently. Oh man. I love the bow. I believe show of appreciation is in order.
Huh?
The defense seems to be in love with wishing more to spare upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this.
What is that?
It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. Oh man. This type of camera is only commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying?
What the? I thought the spy camera was in my possession. Matt Engarde and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They went even as so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
And?
The victim, Juan Corrida, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Engarde.
Order! Order! Ahem! Mr. Wright!
Yes, Your Honor.
You! Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities.
Well, sort of.
Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright.
I see you're confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have a camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this Gumshoe's bug sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were on this camera.
Matt Engarde's fingerprints were on there?
Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Engarde learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey now. What's that lawyer thinking?
Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy?
Shush, stop. Don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just so nasty. Phoenix? Yes, Chief. Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet? What am I going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There's one piece of evidence he really should investigate. Something he should investigate. I'd really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item that he had the chance, when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden?
Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything.
What evidence? Talking about this? Celeste's photo?
Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you?
What is a piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? I have an objection, Your Honor. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily.
You're beginning to sound desperate.
That was just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? So you're telling me that I've forgotten something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine. Really should examine about this piece of evidence. Is it the note? I feel like it's the picture. I mean, it's either the note or the picture. It's probably the note.
Take that!
That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right?
Who knows? Where are they going with this? I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on the suicide note has not been analyzed.
Oh.
So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impacts or not, this has yet to be remotely confirmed. Wow.
Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting... Mr. Wright! Are you saying the suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Engarde. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put this into the bear? How dare you? Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if it is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning the figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Her glasses again. Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so that you could use it to frame Matt Engarde.
I did no such thing.
Right. If you're going to pronounce the suicide a fake note, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented the scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. That's true.
That's enough! Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note?
It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed.
If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
Impossible? That's impossible. This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial out one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Handwriting analysis.
My butt! That's just a lawyer trying to buy more time. Engarde is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty! Guilty! Guilty!
What does that sound?
It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe? What is it? What's with him? What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? Sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to. I really do. Anyways, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm gonna keep looking, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little bit more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Guilty! 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 You hear that? Calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that.
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
I was about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after.
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch!
Take that!
Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you gotta buy us some more time. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying...
Mr. Wright, this is a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but...
I am reluctant to do this, however, it appears I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
This time I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day.
Objection!
I love Edgeworth. I love Edgeworth. He always waits for the last second. Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I am humbly requesting another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the unnecessary test on this piece of evidence in that time.
But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes?
I believe we can, Your Honor.
But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and we reconvene tomorrow?
30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for. Please, Your Honor.
Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today.
I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us.
This court will now take its final recess of the day.
Man. Right, well, what's going on with Maya's situation? The killer, it looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time. Ugh. Hey! What's going on? What's going on? Report! Ah! Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time. Just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident and is rushed to get away. A few things. Can we use any of them as evidence? Ho ho ho! I thought you asked, pal! I've got the things you left with me right now, and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those... We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys were looking, I swiped the stuff and I ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on the hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. Oh god, I got a feeling this is gonna play into the ending somehow. With my hunk of junk car, I said I'd be in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me! Alright, just get here in one piece. I'm on a mission. No one can stop me now, sir. No one! I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light! Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. What the fuck just happened? Hey, what's wrong? Did he just get in a car accident? Wait a minute! No fucking... I swear to fucking Christ, if Detective Gumshoe just got in a goddamn car accident, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Hey, what's wrong, Detective Gumshoe? Answer me! No one can stop me. No! No! What happened? It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? He's gotta hurry and call for help. We have no idea where he is. His cell phone was broken. He wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No! We can't let that happen. Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance. Why, oh, why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? I guess there is. That's right, there's a way. What? How? I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. The radio transceiver? No. I would imagine the transceiver. Oh, fuck. I hope I don't get this wrong. No, that doesn't make... I mean, it's the transceiver, right? Oh, fuck. No, wait a minute. I feel like I'm on the right track here. How the fuck would he... wait a minute. No. No. Because I don't... It can't be the transceiver. We don't have any... Wait. No fucking way. No way. Why are you bringing up Francisca in a time like this? Oh, I see. I'll get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have. Francisca, will she even want to help us? Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right? It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict. Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. You're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. Oh my god.